Hi everyone, welcome to another virtual walking tour. My name is Jared, and today we're going to be talking about West Brant. Now West Brant's pretty cool because it was a very self-sufficient area beginning in the 1820s because of the separation from itself and the other side of the city with the Grand River. Today we're going to be looking at some very interesting areas and architecture in the city. Let's go take a look. The first bridge at the fording place was built of wood in 1812, just south of the present bridge, but collapsed after the first wagon and team of horses crossed. Other bridges were built over the years but were washed away by spring floods. A covered toll bridge had been built before 1841 but collapsed on July 4th, 1854, 13 plus years later. In 1857, the first iron bridge was opened, but it was destroyed by a major flood in September 1878, 21 years later. In 1879, the second iron bridge was opened and was named the Lorne Bridge in honor of the Marquis of Lorne and his family. He was the fourth Governor General of Canada from 1878 to 1883 and husband of Her Royal Highness, Princess Louise, fourth daughter of Queen Victoria. He visited Brantford on September 16, 1879 for about 90 minutes and formally opened the bridge, which lasted 44 years. In 1923, the iron structure was replaced with the concrete structure we have today, which has so far lasted over 90 years. Just beside the Lorne Bridge is Lorne Park, Brantford's major horticultural park. It holds the largest public rose gardens in the city. This area used to be part of the riverbed until it was gradually filled after the first dikes were built to narrow the span for the bridges. At one time, it was the city's garbage dumps. During the 1920s, it was known as Pickwick Park and contained a miniature golf course. During the Great Depression, redeveloping the park was a major public works project. By 1936, the park was laid out with formal flower beds and later renamed Lorne Park, likely due to the proximity of the Lorne Bridge. What used to be known as Agricultural Park used to be flooded regularly in the spring by the Grand River before the dikes were constructed. The park was used for a wide variety of sporting events and had a horse racing track. For many years, it was the home of the Southern Fair, Brantford's annual showcase of agricultural products. The Cockshut family gave this land to the city in memory of Ignatius Cockshut, who died on March 1st, 1901. The deed was formally presented to the city the following year, and a bronze plaque was placed on one side of the gateway to commemorate the gift. Ignatius Cockshut had bought some land in West Brantford when he arrived in 1832 to open his father James's general store. James and Mary Cockshut moved their family here in 1834 and acquired more land in West Brantford and beyond. This became the fourth park in the city after Victoria, Alexandra, and Jubilee Terrace. The park was originally about 19 acres in size, but land adjoining the park has been purchased at various times to increase the size of the park. In 1957, the park was renamed Cockshut Park to honor the whole family. The baseball stadium in the park was renamed Arnold Anderson Stadium in August 1998. It has housed the Brantford Red Sox minor league baseball team since 1911. Charles Messakar purchased an interest in this small at the time Brantford Cordage Company Works in 1901 and later became manager. Located on Brant Avenue, it became the largest cordage and twine manufacturer in Canada. They manufactured binder twine with the brand names of Gilt Edge, Gold Leaf, Silver Leaf, and Maple Leaf. The company quickly became one of the city's most valuable and promising assets. The company's warehouse was destroyed by fire in January 1913 at a loss of more than $100,000. The Brantford Cordage Company became a division of Tancord Industries in 1958 and relocated to 96 Sherwood Drive site. The factory closed on November 17, 1972, after 70 years of operation, and relocated to Kenya where the hemp of the production was grown. Today, the Cordage area is a heritage and business district full of local small businesses in the Brantford area. Balfour Street United Church's core was constructed in 1894 and was a mission church of the Presbyterian Church. The structure is in white or buff brick and Italianate style. The manse was acquired in 1914 at 141 Colburn Street West across the street from St. John Anglican Church, built in the four-square style. The Sunday school addition was constructed in 1924. The United Church was inaugurated on June 10, 1925, when the Methodist Church of Canada, the Congregational Union of Canada, and 70% of the Presbyterian Church of Canada entered into union. Joining as well was the small General Council of the Union Churches, largely in Western Canada. With unification, the former Oxford Street Methodist Church joined the Balfour Street Presbyterian Congregation to become Balfour Street United Church. The former church was demolished a few years later. It was one of the lots that became Calbeck's grocery store and now No Frills. The building is now occupied by Generations Church.